G'day guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I know I am. We are here with the Battlefield 1 beta, and today I'm going to show you how to level up quickly on the PS4 console version. Now DICE have made this one slightly different to the BF4 version. It is not based on your kills anymore, it's based on your team objectives. Getting those objectives and helping your teammates out, that's where the points are. Now before we get started, we should have a quick look at our loadout. You can access this by simply pressing the triangle button at the deployment screen. In my personal preference for the beta, I found that the support class was the best. Not only are the anti-tank grenades perfect for taking out light armor, but you can also resupply yourself afterwards with the ammo bag. Also to take in mind are the trip mines, the high explosive, the incendiary, and the gas. Because we are playing on a rather large map, you'll find yourself going through a lot of ammo, so I do believe the support is the best choice, but everyone has their own preference, choose as you will. Now that we're all done, we can set off onto the deployment screen. And always remember to come back here throughout your leveling stages. So here we have the loadout screen, and down the bottom you'll see your different classes. Choose between those with your R1 and L1 and your R2 and L2 to choose the driver or passenger or gunner. Okay, so first off I went with the light tank. This I found was very slow. It's only useful if you have a squad with you and you're taking down objectives with a full squad in the tank with you. Other than that, it's too slow. It's not very useful by yourself. Now being a rather large map, you're going to want to go vehicles. You know, I'm not going to want to be walking around in the middle of the desert. It's going to take you forever to get to objectives. You're going to want to use a vehicle, trust me. Now as you can see, I gave up on the light tank very quickly and jumped on a horse. This surprised me very much. I didn't think the horse was going to be this good, but it seems to outride everything that I have used so far. One very important tip though, if you're going to be using the horses, make sure that you change to your triangle if you want to use the sword. It won't come up with the sword unless you use the triangle. And believe me, I've had a few kills with this sword and it is great. Along the journey of me using the horse, I have found a few bugs, a few issues with the horses, but nothing too concerning. As I'm about to show in a video clip coming up, I will do a slow-mo and you'll be able to see that I don't quite hit him with the sword. I do come past him with the horse, but not enough to actually take him down. But then in some scenarios I'd come across an enemy where I'd be nowhere near him and I'd take a strike and take them down. This is what we're expecting in beta. This is a part of the community getting in and letting DICE know about any issues or bugs that they might find or any feedback that they might be able to provide. Another fun fact I love about the horses is when they get taken down, if there's an enemy in the way, it can get taken down with a roadkill. How cool is that? Alright, so this time around we're going to be looking at the heavy tank. This here I found was even slower than the light tank. I really didn't enjoy this at all. Unless you have a full squad with you, yet again, it is quite useless on your own. I very quickly changed out of this, it was too slow. But in saying that, if you have a full squad and you can utilise it to its fullest potential, it is a great armory vehicle to use. Remember, BF1 isn't about getting the kills, it's about getting those objectives and teamwork. This time around we have the attack plane. Now usually I stick to the ground, stick to what I know best, but I thought I'd give it a shot and see how I went. It was a bit quirky for me, I couldn't get it, and to be honest, I'd rather stick to something that I know and that I'm used to. That way I'm not stealing another person's seat that could be utilising the aircraft a lot better than me. As you can see, it's not the fanciest, but yes, I managed to survive that one and I have not gotten back in a plane since. One thing to note, if you do use the aircraft and you parachute out, you will end up using this kit that you see on the screen here, and as you can see, the primary weapon is very inaccurate. I didn't like the concept with it at all. I just chose not to use the pilot at all again. So to wrap it up, the horse is the best weapon vehicle to use on the BF1 beta. I do believe it can get you from A to B very quickly, get those objectives, get those points. Remember, it's not all about the kills, it's all about the team and the objectives. That's where all the points are, guys. And the horse is the quickest way for you to get from A to B and get those points. Not only that, but then you can clear out the enemies along the way without them suspecting. With that said, I hope you enjoyed, guys, and I'll catch you in the next vid. See you later.